One of the most outstanding development in 21st century is human rights, and this is the major development that we found also in modern jurisprudence and constitutional law. So, regarding human rights, we would like to discuss its very meaning, definition, and evolution of human rights. So, the very meaning, definition, and evolution of human rights. So, as regarding the very meaning, human rights being the birthright are therefore inherent in all individuals irrespective of their caste, creed, religion, sex, nationality, or place of birth. These rights are essential for all the individuals as they are consonant with their freedom and dignity, are conducive to physical, moral, social, and spiritual development and welfare. They are also necessary as they provide suitable conditions for the material and moral upliftment of the people because of their immense significance to human beings. Human rights are also sometimes referred to fundamental rights, basic rights, natural rights, and birthrights. Human rights is a generic term and it embraces civil rights, political liberties, social, economic, and cultural rights. It is therefore difficult to give a precise definition of the term human rights. However, it can be said that the right that all people have by virtue of being human are human rights. These are the rights which no one can be deprived without a grave affront to justice. And as it was defined by Professor Maurice Cranston, that there are certain deeds which should never be done, certain freedoms which should never be invaded, something which are supremely sacred. It is so because they may affect the human dignity. Thus, all those rights which are essential for the maintenance of human dignity may be called human rights, and it accords roughly with justice and good society. And as Dr. Durga Das Basu defined in his constitutional law, human rights as those minimum rights which every individual must have against the state or other public authority by virtue of his being a member of human family, irrespective of any other considerations. So, rights being immunities denote that there is a guarantee that certain things cannot or ought not to be done to a person against his will. Human beings, by virtue of their humanity, ought to be protected against unjust and degrading treatment in form. In other words, human rights are exemptions from the operation of arbitrary power. An individual can seek human rights only in an organized community, and that is a state, or in other words, where the civil social order exists. No one can imagine to invoke them in a state of anarchy where there is hardly any just power to which a citizen can appeal against the violation of rights. Human rights being essential for all round development of the personality of the individuals in the society be necessarily protected and be made available to all the individuals. The need for the protection has arisen because of inevitable increase in the control over man's action by the governments, which by no means can be regarded as desirable. So, human rights are indivisible and interdependent, and therefore, precisely, there cannot be different kinds of human rights. All human rights are equal in importance and are inherent in all human beings. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights therefore did not categorize the different kinds of human rights. It simply enumerated them in different articles. However, the subsequent developments made in human rights field under the United Nations system make it clear that human rights are of two kinds. One is civil and political rights, and the second one, the economic, social, and cultural rights. So, from this very video, we would conclude one thing, that it is very difficult to give a precise definition of human rights. In spite of that, Professor Maurice Cranston and Dr. Durgadas Basu, in his constitutional law, they attempted to give a precise and an exact definition regarding the very concept of human rights. In spite of that, also, we found the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which was enacted in 1948 by the United Nations system. It also did not try to define it in a particular sense. And as we found finally, United Nations system divided this human right as civil and political rights in one category, and also the economic, social, and cultural rights in another category, and all of these civil, political rights, economic, social, and cultural rights, if you will analyze and investigate one is right one by one, then we found that all these rights are concerned with human dignity and human welfare and development, and it could only be possible in a civil society, and that very civil society in its political form, it is state. So in our next upcoming video we will definitely discuss regarding the very evolution of human rights.